Hey, hello, how are you today? Are you good? Because I'm certainly good. I'm very happy today. Just spent a wonderful day. Wonderful day that will go into my memories as a very positive one. It'll join all the others in tones of yellow and brightness and warmth and happiness and all that good stuff. I am just happy. And I hope you are as well. And if you're not, then I hope I can help you get there. I hope that directly or indirectly I can get you to a set of events where you can be happy, where you can find someone who can make you happy, or find something to do that will make you happy. Happiness is good. Wouldn't you agree? Because it's a very positive thing. Overall, I mean, there's technicalities too, which I can get on to later, but overall, I believe being happy is healthy. It's good for you. It's fun to do. It's just good. It's not really, I mean, you can break it down as far as you want, but when it comes down to it, it's just a good thing to be happy. And happiness is abundant. I see it everywhere. I see it in a lot of people. I see it in a lot of situations. I see it acted out and I see it for real. I see it big, I see it small. I see it in people being ecstatic and in people being simply intrigued by small pleasures. I just see it everywhere. And I think that's a good feature because I don't have to actively search for it. I just think it's easy to find. All you have to do is know where to look. You shouldn't really have to dig for happiness that's all around you because that's when it becomes kind of sad. When it becomes kind of painful. When all you see around you is happiness, but you have to try and find your own. And you don't know where it is. But everyone else has some. Why can't you? Why can't you at this moment where you're sad or depressed or in your own head or angry, infuriated even, where you're hopeless and detrimented? Why can't you just find that happiness that everyone else seems to find so easily? That everyone else not even seems to find it, but everyone just seems to have it by default. Why can't you? And that's kind of just it. You don't it I don't think happiness is the default emotion. Cuz like you think about it. What type of person are you all the time? How do you think? How do you feel? Where does your mind go without thinking? Without thinking at all, putting no effort into it. What feeling do you feel when you just go out into the world and look around? And I believe that there is really no default feeling because no matter how hard you try and answer that question, you're never going to have the same answer depending on what you're thinking of. Because if you walk out into the world and it's raining and gloomy and the clouds are around for miles to see and the sun isn't out and all the plants around you are dead and the trees have no leaves, the flowers are wilting and the animals are hidden away, I believe the first emotion that you're going to think of, oops, said that in a weird accent. I believe the first emotion that you're going to have is indifference or gloom. You're just going to walk out and not see anything to look at because nothing around you is interesting. You're just going to focus on what else you have to do. But if you walk outside and the grass is green and the sun is out, sky is blue, hardly any clouds. The trees have just beautiful green leaves on it, teeming with life. And what are you going to think of? Me personally, I'd be happy. I'd walk out and I'd appreciate that beauty, that sight, that even though it is so common, you can never take it for granted because it just makes me happy. However, what if you walk into that situation walking away from a massive fight, walking away from someone that you love, walking away from something that you really enjoy because you have to go do work outside on that beautiful day? No matter how beautiful, I believe that's still going to be negatively charged. Because you have to walk outside and all you're worried about is, ew, I have to go do something else. I've been ripped away from what I enjoy and thrown into something that I don't. Or I walked into this out of something that I never want to experience again. How hard is that? Or if you walk outside and you love the rain and you play outside and do cartwheels in your yard or whatever. It really just does depend. There's no default emotion, not for every single person. So it's interesting to me. Sorry for all the periods of silence, but this really is actually getting me thinking. I didn't know where this was going to go today. I thought I was just going to talk about the things that make me feel good, but this kind of has gone into a rant on emotions. Not a rant per se, but just a thought, just verbal barfing, I suppose. It just got me thinking. How does everyone feel about anything? Because everyone has different feelings towards it. No matter if outwardly it's all just happy, it could be for different reasons. Like, good memories fueling the happiness out of that sunny day. I mean, fueling the happiness of that sunny day. Or good memories fueling why you love the rain. Every human experience depends. Every human emotion depends on the experiences that you've had previously in any situation similar to what you're experiencing now. Because even if it's 100% unique, you still tend to liken it to something else. Like, the first thing you do when you when you taste a new food is, oh, it kind of tastes like blank. Or when you smell a candle, like, I don't know, eucalyptus or something, and you're like, oh, it smells like something else. You liken it to something. You compare it, even if it's completely unique. And so you compare it to something that you know, and then you decide from there if you like it or don't like it. That's what I do, at least. I don't want to put thoughts in your head, but just to introduce a new perspective. I don't know. I really don't know where to go from here, but I suppose just keep talking about emotions. That default emotion topic, that really got me thinking. What is the default emotion? My default emotion, I believe, is indifference. Not having any emotions towards anything. But any time I go out with friends or go to do something that I enjoy, I know that I'm going to go out there with happiness. And I tend to be happy a lot of the time because there's a lot of things and a lot of people that I really enjoy hanging around with or doing things with. And that would make me think that my default emotion is happiness. But when I'm just sitting there doing nothing, I'm not ecstatic. I'm not ecstatic to be doing nothing. I'm not sitting there just super excited and happy and positive for no reason. If I think about something positive while I'm sitting there, then yes, I will be happy. But if there's no thoughts head empty, what is my emotion? And I think that's why it's indifference. I just don't really feel much besides the mood of sitting there, doing nothing and just taking in what's around me, letting my mind go wild, and only my mind. That's kind of these thought sessions, this podcast. I kind of just sit there and let my brain go wild, except I actually vocalize it and other people listen to it and somehow enjoy it. But I don't know. Emotions are strange. They do a lot for me. They really do. For that, I can't complain. Because while emotions may lead to me being sad or me being depressed and lead to the lowest points of my life, they also lead to the highest of highs, like today, where I had an absolutely wonderful day. And it just makes me feel good. I have too many positive emotions to take. I don't have enough negative emotions to take the positive ones for granted. I need to make sure that no matter what, these emotions don't only belong to me. I can share them with others and do what I'm doing now, I suppose. I don't know, that doesn't feel like a very good place to wrap it up, but it has been 10 minutes and I don't want to go on too long. Maybe I'll do an extended episode for the 20th if I have a subject that I go on long enough about. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in and listening to my rambles. I appreciate you. Go out there, find something or someone that makes you happy, and thank them for it. And use the thing that makes you happy more. You might as well, unless it's something that's bad for you. Don't do that. uh. Anyway, thanks for tuning in.